A lot of us Gen X women aren't just independent, we're hyper independent. And I'm one of those. There's a difference between independence and hyper independence. The difference is independence says or asks, I can do this by myself, I can do things by myself. Where hyper independence says I can't trust anyone to help me, and that comes from emotional neglect. Now, I, as a lot of Gen X, suffered a lot of that. I'm lucky in that I really had a mom who tried to combat that, but even with her trying to combat that, and not, I mean, she put us in therapy very young. I still developed that super hyper independence, and that's something that she has never understood about me. It's something that even until recently I was under the impression of until I learned better and learned about my own nervous system. Because it's not that it's not confidence in other people or that it's just that when nobody consistently meets your needs, and this can happen at any time in your life, it didn't just happen to be as when you were a child, your nervous system recognizes that and thinks it has to handle it. So now you overfunction, you don't ask for help, you feel resentful, but you don't say anything. And maybe you crash in private and you like cry in the shower or you do something else. And a lot of times what that does is it just takes it's so draining. It's really a draining. Our nervous system, when it feels unreliable, when we feel like people aren't going to help us, our bodies move into that chronic fight or flight. And I've mentioned that before. And control becomes our safety strategy. We control anything in our power. And that is what causes a lot of eating disorders as well. Obsessive cleanliness, those types of things. But needing support, the fact that it makes sense because this is what we learned and our bodies learned, and it's just that you don't have to live in that place anymore. It really is a freeing thing when you instill those beliefs in your system that I'm able to receive. I don't have to do everything alone. And people will be there if I get the right people in my life. And that's a lesson that sometimes takes decades or longer to learn, as it did with me. But luckily, I have found a lot of people to help me and support me, and now I can accept that and change that. And you can too. So if this reached you in any way, just comment receive in the comments, and I hope that this helps. Blessings, and I love you.